Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? I'm Is There No One Else, and we are going to discuss the new prismatic enchant and the new mythic necklace in the same video. We're gonna briefly discuss the enchant, and then we'll dive into the mythic. But they have a new runestone out that it gives you prismatic recovery enchants, and so it's 84 of each. They have all of them across the board. So if you're one of those types of builds that need mag and stamina utility, and you want that extra health recovery, like a werewolf build, or maybe some sort of DK can sometimes utilize these pretty well. They are now available. If we look at it, it's 84 at base. If we look at it with an infused piece, it's 134. So just to give you guys an idea, it's with infused you get 134 of each recovery, which is quite a lot. It's quite a bit of recovery for one piece. So that's available in Greymoor, just so you theory crafters can get your minds racing. What I wanted to talk about in this video was the new mythic Torque of Tonal Constancy. Now, I tried to cover the more interesting ones at first. This one, it's not bad. I want to get that out of the way. This one's not bad. This one's very good. But you can see what this is. This is easier to just see and know that it's valuable. And so I didn't cover it at first, but I wanted to go through what it is and what it does, because mythics are going to be a pain to farm from what I've heard, and you have to know if it's worth going out and farming mythics. Like, how bad would you feel if you spent hours or weeks trying to farm mythic items to finally get this necklace and you didn't like it? It'd be a huge waste of your time. So that's what this video is for. We are going to look at my character sheet. You see I have 679 magic recovery and we have 984 stamina recovery, just, for a reference. This necklace, it says while your stamina is less than 50%, increases your magic recovery by 450. While your magicka is less than 50%, increase your stamina recovery by 450. So this is it's a very interesting combination, and I've been messing around with it a little bit, for the last 15, 30 minutes. And it's better than I thought it was. I thought this was kind of a weird proc condition, and it's really not. So I'm on a Stamina Nightblade, and this is obviously not a bar layout or anything that you're going to be using, but when you're fighting as a stamina-based class, and you're moving around and you're dodging and you're trying to survive, you're going to use a lot of cloak, you're going to use a lot of shadow image, and your magicka is going to dip below 50% a lot. And when you drop below 50%, your stamina recovery shoots up. You see we were at 980 and we jumped up to 630. This scales with our major and minor endurance. This also scales with our, just recovery passives. So this is going to give us a lot. 450 at base is pretty powerful. So you see I don't even have much recovery on this build. The more recovery I have, the more it's going to give me. So if I pop my minor endurance and I pop my major endurance, I'm up to 1189 stamina recovery. If I now drop below 50%, remember, it was at 1189. See, we jump up to 1972. We gain almost 800 recovery running this piece when our magicka drops below 50%. So for stamina classes, like I said before, if you're a stam DK, you're going to be using your volatile, you're going to be using your igneous, and you're going to drop below the 50% threshold quite a bit. And it's just going to give you a nice boost to stamina recovery. For magicka classes, let's say you're a Magplar and you're blocking a lot and they're beating on you and they're knocking your stamina low because you're blocking, or you have to dodge roll an incoming attack and you're really feeling pressured. It's going to give you magicka to pop off more heals. Same thing with Mag DK, and Mag Sork, it works doubly as well, because that extra stamina or magicka you get, you can turn into the other thing that you need. So it's very powerful. And so I'm going to show this at 50%. So we're at 679 magic recovery. Everybody wants to watch somebody just dodge roll around a house, so we jump up to 1273. So this is giving it's very very interesting, because if, as a stamina nightblade like on this build, it's not a build, but if I'm dodge rolling a lot trying to survive, it's going to give me magicka recovery to where I can either cloak or use a shadow image. If I'm just magicka dumping and I'm using a lot of cloak and I'm trying to survive and I'm using shadow image and now I'm low, it's going to give me more stamina to where I can survive via dodge roll. So those classes that can double dip defensively are going to get an extra boost through this set. Now, I'm going back to my character sheet so you can see it, but this can also proc at the same time. So when you're severely pressured, so let's say, we're going to dodge roll once again 50 times and drop below 50%, and now we are going to drop our magicka. You see we get both procs. We went from 679 to 1273 and like 980 to 1633. So it's almost like a mini lich. Well, it's not even, I wouldn't even say it's mini lich. Like this is as much stamina recovery on this specific layout as lich gives. And so I'm just going to make some adjustments, and I'm just going to see if we can find some stamina recovery pieces just so you guys can get an idea. So now we're running all stamina recovery, just as an idea of, 1471 is still less than what I normally run. 1777. Remember, we were at 1777. Jump up to 2561. Like, that is almost 800 recovery. Like, that is a crazy amount of stamina recovery that we're getting with a one-piece set while our magicka is 50% or lower. So, is this useful? How viable is this? Very viable. Like, this is an amazing one-piece set. If my heart wasn't already out for the boots and the snare removal, this might be up there for number 2 for me on a few classes. Stamsork, obviously. Like, if you drop below 50% magicka, dark dealing, you're going to get some stamina recovery back. You're dark dealing to get stamina anyways. So it's like you're double dipping with dark deal. It's the same thing for mag classes. As a magsork, when you're dark dealing and you drop below 50% stamina because you're getting your magicka back, you're going to get magicka recovery. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy how much sustain you can build with a one piece. Werewolves are going to be able to use this very well. Anybody that's 1vxing, they're going to be able to utilize it well, because like I showed, like, if you have a bunch of people beating on you and you're running low on resources, both of them are going to proc, and they're going to give you a huge boost until you either die or you have enough sustain to get back into the fight. So I don't want to throw around the overpowered word, because all these mythics are very, very strong. This is definitely really strong. When you compare it to the other mythics, I don't know if it's stronger than them, but it's kind of silly how good these one pieces are. Like, they're really ramping up to try and get you to buy this DLC to run this stuff, because this is a great one piece for open world PvP. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. If I missed anything, I try to cover all this stuff, but I can't test the ins and outs of every single piece. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comment section below so I can get the right information out there. That's the goal of my channel, to try and get that information out. Also, if you liked this video and you liked to hear me talking about magic and stamina recovery, I do gear set reviews for all of the interesting PvP sets that come out with the new patch notes. So if you like this and you want this type of information, subscribe to the channel. I will be constantly updating information. We have a new patch notes will probably be coming out on Monday, and I will go over those, as we get them, and if they introduce any new things, we'll discuss those changes as well. I have some other gear set reviews. There's a lot of information coming down the pipeline. I'm trying to get it as much out as possible for you guys, to keep you as informed as possible, because a lot of things are changing. That's going to be the end of this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.